Weather alert day across southern Colorado, so let's get to meteorologist Sam Schreier.
So I actually wanted to do a couple viewer photos, and for those of you who have submitted viewer photos over the last few weeks, I haven't showed as many as I like to, and part of that is just because I feel like the weather has been fairly busy off and on for a variety of reasons, but this was a composite photo. So Landon took a really cool view of the moon, a little zoomed in, and then put it over another photo of his out by Alma to give us kind of that neat view. But when you go out east or west, into the mountains on a clear night, the moon can look like that with all of that light pollution not being there. This was on the north side of Palmer Park. Daniel was out there taking a photo from the trees and the sun setting over the mountains. Daniel is one of my favorites that submits photos. He's got a really good eye on stuff, and he gives us some epic shots. James, another good photographer that'll periodically send us some stuff. And look at that reflection off the ponds in Teller County. A little chilly for James, I bet, when he was shooting those, but not too bad from the other day. And Linda was also around Woodland Park, got some really cool kind of cirrus clouds and maybe alto cirrus clouds from the other day that she sent in to us. Now, let's go ahead and get the day going as far as our forecast. We are starting off with a good chunk of wind out east, but high wind warnings. We could have 50 and maybe a few 60-mile-per-hour gusts out east today. And yesterday, the gusts were in the 60 to 70-mile-per-hour range. So to do that twice, it can't happen. Here's an estimation of how strong the winds could gust. From Lyman, Kit Carson, all the way down to Springfield, these gusts could be in the 50 to 60-mile-per-hour range. So there's a lot to watch out in that eastern front. Now, when we get over to our forecast right now, we're easy going in the San Luis Valley, but the winds will pick up, the humidity will dry out, and fire danger will become a big threat. All that low-lying grass on the valley floor could easily catch and spread something quickly today. Our current wind gusts out east are in the 25 to 35-mile-per-hour range. Now let's kick it over to highs today. We will be in the 60s for the most part, a few 50s over the high country. And when we look through the extended forecast, 69 tomorrow, so a little warmer, but we're kind of windy to breezy over the next several days. And tomorrow, there's a lot of fire danger in the eastern plains. We look to have a small chance of moisture on Sunday, but I think the next thing we're looking at is next Tuesday. My modeling is showing kind of a fun rain to snow chance out there next Tuesday. In Pueblo, we're actually in the 70s tomorrow. We're in the 60s to 70s over the next few days. So our temperatures kind of wobble all around through the extended forecast. It looks to me like we'd have kind of a rain to snow chance out on Tuesday. In Canyon City, it's very similar where we're wobbling in the 60s and 70s. Beautiful out hiking around if you don't mind some wind. Windy on the Royal Gorge Bridge. Some rain to snow Tuesday. And finally, Woodland Park, from what we can tell, kind of a higher impact snow possible next Tuesday. There's almost always one big snow in April, so that might be the one. We'll see.